Oh,
Hey,
hey. Check, check, testing, testing. I
can you
think
hear
we're
me?
good, right?
Can you hear
I
me
can hear
now?
you. Can the world hear us?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Have you noticed anything different about the layout?
Oh
Or
yeah.
maybe you can't see it. Can you
Oh
not
yeah.
see it on the
The
iPad?
the water on the pages.
There you go. Yeah, the
It's
water
very
on the
pretty.
pages. And I also put a new little thing up
Oh,
here. Can you
we
see
have
it? You can't really see it.
yeah, we have a logo. Oh my
A
god.
little logo.
Let's make T-shirts now, and those plastic cups like the ones you get from Selena at the gas station.
Yes, yeah, those are good. So, welcome everyone to the water cooler, our weekly video virtual podcast slash live stream event that we hold weekly. Hello, Rosalva, our all star Rosalva in the comments already.
Whoa! Hello.
So, this is episode 22 out of 100 of our contract runs to 100 episodes. So, this is
Ooh.
episode 22 of the water cooler, and it's September 2nd. Oh my gosh, can't believe it.
I'm still thinking it's August every time, and then every time I write down the day, I'm like, oh wait.
I think I saw a tweet or something that was like, how is it like the only the 167th day of March? And it's it's like, oh yeah, it's September already. Happy belated birthday to my sister. Her birthday was just yesterday.
Aww.
Yeah. Welcome back, Allison, our esteemed co-host for the next couple of weeks
I'm the
while
favorite.
Bobbert is out.
I'm sorry, Bobby. They love me more.
Allison has a knack for what's it called, podcasting and live streaming, because she has her own live stream and she knows how to talk in front of
And
the camera.
talk. Yeah,
Just a
I don't
little.
know how to be quiet.
No, I didn't say that. Okay, well, I don't have my show notes anywhere. That's how prepared I am. But do you want to start with the celebrity birthdays for today?
Yes. So we're gonna have some really big birthdays today.
I do
Starting.
remember when I compiled the list, there were some big names in there.
Yes. So I don't know the first one actually, but Eugenio Derbez.
There you go. Eugenio Derbez, a big, huge, one of the biggest like comedy slash drama actors now in Mexico.
Not ringing a
He,
bell.
he hails from Mexico. You don't even recognize him from the picture? Eugenio Derbez?
Actually, actually, I do. I've probably seen him. I'm just really bad with names unless they're super.
He was in one, like his first big like US movie was Walk, something about walk two moons, walking in the moon, something like that.
Oh,
You remember? It was a couple years ago. What's up,
it's
Justin?
starting to be familiar, but yeah, he's 59, and my favorite is coming up. Keanu Reeves. He is 56 years old, and he still has a head full of luscious hair. Go,
And a
Keanu.
huge and an awesome beard. Good
I
for
am,
him, Keanu
yeah, I'm
Reeves.
so glad we are in the renaissance of Keanu. People used to think of me weird for liking him when I was younger, but I'm like, now who likes him now?
Now it's like popular to like Keanu Reeves. Under the Same Moon. Thank you, NPL teens. That's
Oh.
the film Eugenio that best started in, and he's also was in Overboard. That's a recent one.
Oh, yeah, I did not see that movie. I did not want to. I'm sorry, but
And the last name on the big hitters list of birthdays for
now,
today.
oh yeah, now I know her. She is 54. She does not look a day over 40. Like she looks really good. Salma Hayek. Happy birthday,
Salma
Salma.
Hayek, 54. So those Eugenio Derbez, Keanu Reeves, and Salma Hayek all have birthdays today. Happy birthday to them. My Own Private Idaho, yeah, for Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that movie so much.
I think
And I
he was
got
with his brother, right, in that movie?
no, was that River Phoenix? It was one of the Phoenix
Oh, that's right, yeah,
siblings.
for River Phoenix. Wait, does Keanu Reeves even have a famous brother? I'm way off.
No, he doesn't. But oh yeah, and also it's actually our birthdays this month too. So this just goes to show that September babies are the best at what we do.
September is the premium month for really amazing people to have their birthdays in. So yeah, River Phoenix was in my own private Idaho.
Yeah, that was a very beautiful movie.
Let's see what else. Oh, national days. We always like to mention what national days are on the Wednesday we're recording. So what's the national day today?
So for the week, I believe Parks and Recreation fans, including Leslie No fans, are going to be very happy to know that is National Waffle Week, the first full week in September.
I can get behind that. I am a big waffle fan. I like my pancakes, but I think waffle and pancakes, they're like the same tier. It's like neither one is better than the other. They coexist.
Why not both? Why not both?
Why not both? Yes, exactly. A stack of pancakes and waffles. Mix them up. July. What is July?
July?
I guess Grace is saying, yeah, no. Sorry, Grace. You're outnumbered here.
Aww.
One of her Salva's kids, 20th of September. Well, a week after me.
Yeah, that's like 5 days before me. So
oh, Dustin's coming in. Okay, this is a little different because French toast requires a little more ingredients.
Yeah, like French toast is the bougie waffle.
There you go.
I say that with affection. The bougie
it's a nice
waffle.
way of putting it. Delicious. All right, what's the other national day for today?
National Blueberry Popsicle Day. And I do wonder how many flavors we're running out of now.
Yeah, I think it's like a flavor for every day in September and August. Last week it was the cherry one or raspberry.
Yeah, it was a cherry. I gotta say I like blueberry a bit more, although I'm more of a ice cream person in general. I take that over a popsicle. I'm sorry. I like my dairy.
I hate my dairy. I don't eat dairy anymore as much as I used to. Except for cheese. Cheese is okay. Cheese is the only dairy.
Okay. I'm not judging you. This is my not judging face.
We're heading to our first story. So can anyone figure out what the first story is going to be about just by looking at the emoji and the little headline I put? I'm having way too much fun making up these little headlines.
I know. I saw what you're doing there, and I hate you so much. But I do want to say that the headline is a bit of a misleading. So you want to summarize what's it about?
Yeah. Okay, so in Tokyo, in Japan, a couple of the leading architects in Japan have all come together for this this initiative that they're having. Excuse me, for the parks to recreate and redo their public restrooms. So they're making them transparent right to the point of where you enter and lock it. Once you lock it, they go opaque. The walls are not see-through anymore. But this kind of is like, yeah, I guess it was kind of misleading. They're not really see-through restrooms. They're not see-through. They are see-through to a point, but then when you're using the actual restroom, of course, they won't be see-through.
So from what I read too, it's basically, I feel like the headline made it sound like it was an afterthought to make it opaque at the last second, but I was like, no, they're making them transparent to encourage cleanliness.
Yeah, that's a good thing about it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're gonna walk up to these restrooms, you're gonna see, hey, maybe this one's not as clean as I would like. I'm not gonna use it. Or I guess there's an attendant nearby. You can tell the attendant, and they'll get in there and clean it.
And actually, it might encourage people to not be so messy too. I mean, you don't want to feel embarrassed leaving.
You go in and it's like spick and span, and then you leave and it's like, not so clean. So what if it doesn't work? So the architects, from what I read in the story, the architects that were involved in it were like some of the best in Japan. So I'm sure they have a way of making sure it works every time. And if not, I mean, you can always sue the city of Tokyo, right? I think it's
yeah.
right to the point of where you click the lock, the walls turn opaque.
Yeah, and if they don't work, I guess you could be like, okay, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, you can always go to the store across the street or something. Julia says, I think they're a good idea for safety, and it'll shame people into keeping them clean. That's right. But I wonder, they're
Shame.
opaque. They're opaque from the inside when you're looking out too, right? I would assume, I would assume they'd go opaque from the inside, or I guess you can do some people watching while you're on this
Well,
pool. I don't
I
know.
think it'll be very expensive though, and
To
honestly,
maintain, to clean.
well, no, to have like the specialized windows where like it's too
Oh
bright
yeah,
on
for
the
sure.
yeah, I think it's opaque when you go inside too.
Yeah.
What I want to know is if they have any raccoons or deer in that park, and like what's going to happen if they sneak in.
I'm sure, yeah, they're gonna just be in there frolicking around, splashing around in the sink, I guess. So Allison, would you ever use a restroom like this?
Well, if it's super clean and I know 100%, like I'm definitely going to test it out before I do anything. I'm like, okay, it's opaque, good. Sure, but
You send someone in first just to make sure that it goes
yeah.
opaque. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm okay with using, public restrooms if I absolutely need to, but I know there's people who are just like dead set on not using any type of public restroom at
I'm
all, even to like go in and
mhm.
wash their hands, they won't do it.
Yeah, I mean I tend to be like that too, unless it's a really big deal, and then it's like, oh no, like I feel like if they're doing this to encourage cleanliness, I'm more likely to use a public restroom in Japan compared to the United States. So
Yeah, no, that's the other question I was going to ask. Do you think this could be done in the United States?
you mean like with Florida man?
Florida man,
You
Louisiana
know
woman, I think, Texas person.
they're gonna find some way to mess this up for
There
the
will
rest of us.
always be I know there will always be a way to mess it up for the others. The next story is on the brighter side. It's on the lighter side. So, have you ever sent out a message in a bottle, Allison?
I do have a couple of pen pals, but I've never really sent anything. I don't live anywhere where you could throw, and I figure I would get fined for littering the beach if I tried that there. So,
Yeah. So you have pen pals, but you've never sent anything to them. Is that what you said?
um, yeah, I've never sent them in a bottle. I usually
Oh, gotcha.
I send like little presents sometimes for the birthdays and things like
An
that.
email.
Mm. Oh yeah, I have email and I use a traditional letter writing way. I do both.
Do people still use snail mail? Wow.
Yeah, it's really fun. There's a letter
So
writers club I'm in.
I can't get rid of this ad over here on this. Let me zoom in a little more. There you go. So this is like a nice story that I came across. It was a 35-year-old message in a bottle, and it was returned to the author. And it wasn't even that far away. It was like in the same town or like in the same region. And that's the author of the letter, that woman there. 35 years ago, her and her cousin, I believe, wrote something down, and that's the man who found it. There it is. So that's
Wow.
pretty interesting. I haven't sent out a message in a bottle before. I do remember in elementary and middle school, our teachers would, hey, bring some trinkets, and like we'll put them in a shoebox, and we'll dig it up, and we'll bury it, and like in 20 years you can come back and dig it up, and it's
A
like,
time capsule.
there you go. Yeah. When you're a kid, it seems like such a nice idea. Like, oh, I'll come back in 20 years and I'll dig up my favorite Batman, little trinket or something. But they never dig it up for you, or they never contact you to come pick it up.
Can you imagine if you're so if as a kid you're like, I want to be the first millionaire, I want to find the cure for these incurable diseases, and then 20 years later you're like, I haven't done any of that.
You put in the message or in the time capsule, you're gonna be a successful movie star or successful athlete. I hope you're in the right state of mind when you go back and pick it up, and it's just like, oh, none of that happened.
Yeah.
No, but it's nice because like a message in a bottle, those are like really old school, and like it's so weird how he actually found it
Yeah. I think
nearby. This was Delaware.
that's very sweet, honestly, and I hope this encourages people more. Like, I think get a pen pal, do a time capsule. Like, I started rereading some of my old diaries, and one, I was a very dumb teenager, and two, I don't know, it's kind of fun to see how you've changed, the good and the bad.
Yeah, the good and the bad. I mean, I could look back at some stuff I've written like 5 years ago, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is horrible, and this is like, why was
Yeah.
I writing this?
A lot of authors feel that way. I follow a lot of authors on Twitter, and they're always saying, like, I refuse to read my first novel. I love it. I loved writing it. I'm very fond of it. I'm proud of it. I don't ever want to read it ever again.
Well, I'm sure because all the editing process they went through the whole thing, and it's like
Yeah.
it's your first one, and you want to get it just right, so you're just rereading and rereading. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't do messages in a bottle. Keep the beaches clean, keep the oceans clean. And this last story we have, this one's for you, Allison, because you brought this up. Can you explain this one? Here, let me pull it up.
So for a lot of women, we can't go out, we can't, show off new clothes and everything. So we're staying at home a lot more. And a lot of women have taken this time to just really, go enjoy making a fashion statement with their loungewear. Like, a lot of women have been wearing these loose clothing instead of these dresses that have pre-embroidery. They're house dresses, which is actually something the women in the old days used to do. They would have a little, have a little dressing gown. I think you've seen in like the 1940s movies and stuff. So that's coming back, and it's pretty interesting.
So these are so what would define a house dress versus just like a normal dress?
Well, a house dress is more, it's first of all, it's very comfortable. So you'll have material like linen or cotton and things, and it'll be, sometimes it'll be loose or something to just wear
Something
around the
cozy,
house.
something you can wear around the house, like silky, and something you can move around in.
Yeah, like you see
Lounge.
these two different women, like or like a loose dress usually. Yeah, and honestly, I'm expecting to see more loungewear fashions happening as we get closer. I mean, and I think if you talk to any woman, right, some women, not all women, I don't want to generalize, but that one is my favorite. Like, the pretty embroidery reminds me of I'm Palestinian. That reminds me of some Palestinian garbs. That embroidery one. But anyway, so but yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of different fashion coming. It's kind of interesting how our culture is changing because like, for me, like, I have my own little uniform when I get home. Like, I have this t-shirt that's super soft. Like, Home Slice Pizza in Austin has this t-shirts they sell, and they have the softest cotton. And I've been wearing bata de casa in
Yeah,
Spanish.
bata. Yeah, my mother wears like a kind of like a little house dress, and yeah, it's called a bata, or just like a
Yeah.
robe kind of thing.
So yeah, so I wear that shirt. I'm telling you, buy a shirt from the Home Slice Pizza. First of all, they have good pizza, and two, they have the most comfortable shirts to sell. And
Home Slice Pizza in Austin.
yeah, and I've been wearing some linen shorts. Like, linen is the best material to wear in this hot weather. I recommend that for everyone. Like, linen bathrobes are coming in style, I've noticed, and super comfortable. And I kind of feel like it's really good for our self-esteem. Like, you don't feel like you don't have to be super glammed up to feel nice, and it gives you a healthy mindset, I think.
So this is like, is this like the first round of like quarantine fashion, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I think we're gonna see. Yeah, I think this is our first dip into that. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like, for a lot, like, I noticed that for liquid lipsticks and makeup, I mean, for a while they've been kind of been put in the back burner, but now since we're quarantined and we had to wear something that's mask proof, a lot of women have been going with liquid lipstick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Or
I
very
don't even
bold
think about that
eyeshadows.
kind of stuff. It's like I just go home and just wear like a t-shirt and shorts, and like I don't have to worry about anything on my face messing with my mask. So yeah, and then I looked through these dresses, because they link some dresses on the thing, and they're all sold out. They're all like
Yeah.
$80 and they're all sold out. And it's like, wow, people are really jumping on this house dress thing.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel better, I think people forget that, things like fashion or makeup is really good for your mental health because one, you control it, and two, you get to feel however, you get to wear whatever you want. It's interesting too because now I'm seeing more talk of more natural looking makeup. I think we've been doing glam for quite a while, so I think people are pushing for more. I think we're gonna have more skincare and natural looks coming in after this whole thing that's going on is over. So it's pretty interesting.
Quarantine fashion. It's new.
Yeah.
It's new, and it's something that that's just starting up. And like, I wonder what further stuff would go.
Yeah, it reminds me of the 1940s. I don't know if you. So what are you? So the 1940s, so a lot of people were giving up a lot of things for the war efforts.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so if you compare 40s to the 50s. So the 40s, women had more kind of a squared shape to their clothing, and they had very bold red lipstick. It was actually encouraged for women to wear red lipstick because it was to show their patriotism. And then the 1950s, post-war, women were more frilly, wore dress, it's super, super flowery. You see a lot of corals and pinks in lipstick. It's really fascinating fashion history that way. And I looking forward to see what we're going to talk about 20 years from now about this stuff. So,
or like a year from now, like I wonder what's the next step of this lounge at home wear kind of thing. Where is the men's quarantine fashion? That's what I always say. This
yeah, we need to think of you.
We're always left in the dust in the fashion world.
Well, there's men's skincare already. Rudy, do you know what toner is?
No,
okay, we have a long way. We have a long way to go.
I have a lot to learn. This is a different episode that we'll have to discuss. So I kind of just want to go over what's new at MPL.
Mm-hmm.
I know last week we talked about the drive-through service.
Yeah,
that's still kicking off. That's still open from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Yeah, and
Allison and I had both worked on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, be sure to So like going off on what you were saying, you get to pick up any take and go crafts, bundle kits, or from children's or teens departments, and also holds. You can pick up your holds. I do have to mention about the holds is make sure that you got a phone call first before. Because they'll still be once we get an item back, we put them in quarantine for 96 hours, for everyone's safety. So wait until the phone call fully confirms, and then you're ready to go pick it up in the drive-thru.
True that. Yeah. Make sure you get a phone call from someone at circulation. They'll let you know to come and get your items, and we'll have it ready for you. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to point out, this is our MPL Adults page, which we started in March, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was March.
February or March. Look at how many likes it has. This has 476 likes already. We need to get that number to 500. What is the difference between this and this here?
I think.
I don't know. That's besides the point. But it's only 24 people away from 500 likes. We're like 50 away from 200 subscribers on YouTube. So make sure to hit up our YouTube. The link is below. Just search whatever's on the little banner below. You see that we're posting a bunch of videos. Every day we're posting something on our MPL Adults page. There's Nicole with her clothespin coaster grab and go thing. We have categories on there. Go in and try your luck at our categories. Julia's been putting out a bunch of really good tech videos, wireless printing right there. They're doing the photo contest. This is just a plug for our MPL Adults page. It's one of my favorite pages that I follow. What else is going on? We talked about the buzz kits for teens.
Genealogy
still popping off. Esther's still doing the genealogy tips and value. She's starting a new Roots series. There's a whole bunch of
good.
videos. Like us on Facebook, MPL Adults. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search McAllen Library. Anything else that I missed?
Oh, strange readings.
Oh yes, of course, Allison. Give us your spiel on.
So Strange Readings is it's a Facebook Live where I go and I guest co-host go over paranormal cases or true crime cases, and basically we try to figure out, okay, what's an explanation for this? Okay, what could have happened that this caused this to happen? And basically, I'm Robert Stack, and this is Unsolved Mysteries.
Robert Stack. He has like such a unique voice.
Yeah, I think he really makes it. Meanwhile, I sound like Minnie Mouse next to him, so I should probably just wear a trench coat like he does. But and the book club. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm jumping off.
Here's the next Strange Readings that you're doing. What is it? September 8th at 3 p.m. It's a Tuesday. And what is this episode?
So it's about a woman in Canada, Cindy James. So the way she died, and the years prior to her death.
Spoilers. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. Next girl will be upset that I told you the Titanic sank. But anyway.
What?
But yeah, Cindy James. So her death and the circumstances of that death has had a very divided community as to what exactly happened. Like the police feel that it was something, her family completely disagrees, and the internet has opinions. A lot of opinions. And
don't they always though? Doesn't the internet always have opinions?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been looking through this case, and every time I keep thinking like I'm forming my own theory, something happens where I'm like, oh wait, and then I would love to hear people's thoughts. It really reminds me of that movie, The Invisible Man, with what's her name? Yeah, Elizabeth Moss. I don't want to give away yet as to why it's similar to that, but I think you'll realize why once I go into it with Amanda from the Children's Department.
So that's next Tuesday, the 8th at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Before that, we have an anecdote day contest with Francisco. And to send in your anecdote stories, his email no later than Saturday. So Sunday, he can go ahead and read those on Facebook Live. That's a short story kind of thing where Francisco reads all the best anecdotes he gets sent in. Like we said, there's Nicole. She's going to do a live stream on the 9th for her do-it-yourself clothespin coaster. What else? I think that's about it.
Oh, and our book club. Don't forget our book club.
Okay, let's see. Let's click through here. This says MPL Book Club, Tuesday, September 15th at 7 p.m. And I think that's through Zoom, if I'm not mistaken, or Google Hangout or Google Meet. It says, join us for fun and thought-provoking discussions. Newcomers are always welcome. They'll be reading House Built on Ashes, a memoir by Jose Antonio Rodriguez. The meeting will be through Zoom or Google Meet, and just contact Grace here to register. And you can always come and check out the copy of the book at the information desk.
Yeah, and Grace is happy to answer any questions you have.
Yeah, and there's her email. Everyone go ahead and spam Grace.
Yeah, give her some ads for Groupon.
No, with your book club related questions, of course.
No Groupon.
We have so many programs coming up in September for adults. Teens, of course, has their stuff going on. Check out the MPL Teens page. Children's always has stuff going on their page. MPL Kids. And I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, September is busy.
Let's see. Let's read the last comment here. Sunday Anecdote Day. That's right. Anecdote Day contest coming up. Everyone, make sure you tap in with Francisco on that day at 1 o'clock, where he reads the anecdotes. Allison, do you have anything else to say?
I do want to say that honestly, it's been an interesting summer, and I think we're all waiting for fall. I'm ready for my pumpkin spice.
Spooky season, right? Spooky season
Yes.
just about here. It's September. Yeah. Oh man, both of our birthdays are in September. That's
Yeah.
wow.
I'm turning the big 3-0. Goodbye
Don't
to our 20s.
say it like that. When you say it like that, it sounds more big than it is. Yeah, I'm turning something like that too. But,
He doesn't want to say it because he's older than me, so.
yeah, just like a couple of days, like 3 days. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave any comments below. Like us on Facebook, MPL Adults. Follow us on YouTube. Find us on Instagram. We're on there too. Signing off. This is Rudy.
All right. See ya.
See ya.